Hello everyone, I am Sanjeev Kumar, Faculty of Geography at Plutus IAS. Today I bring another very recent issue that is associated with Haryana Civil Service examination. HCS examination. We have recently noticed that Cabinet under Chief Minister Nayav Singh in Haryana approved change in civil service executive rules. Under these rules, Cabinet generally prescribed for change in the mains examination. Earlier, generally we have noticed that there were 4 papers, and these papers comprise of language paper, and within language there was Hindi and English language. That seems to be same. There is another language paper, English or Hindi. Now there is GS papers and then optional paper. So Hindi and English generally comprise of 100 marks, 100 marks, 200 marks, 200 marks. तो SCS एग्जामिनेशन में हरियाणा कैबिनेट ने अंडर चीफ मिनिस्टर नायब सिंह एक चेंजमेंट अप्रूव किया है. नाउ दे हैव नलिफाइड this optional paper, and instead of this optional paper, new one, here there are 6 papers rather than 4. Language paper remain as it is, same. GS paper, now instead of 2 paper, instead of this GS paper 200 marks, there are 4 papers: GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4. Now, some of you might be thinking why government have changed if already that program was going on. So in this video we are going to discuss in detail, thorough analysis, why government take this action, why government change the erstwhile existing pattern. गवर्नमेंट ने ऑप्शनल को क्यों नलीफाई किया, क्यों हटाया, और जीएस के 4 पेपर्स को क्यों लाए. तो 600 पहले भी था और अभी भी लगभग 600 मार्क्स है, और इसमें 75 आपका इंटरव्यू है. तो प्रोबेबली सम ऑफ यू माइट नॉट हैव पेशेंस टू वेट टिल लास्ट of this video. So here I am first explaining why government brought this new pattern, a new system. Further I will discuss what is exact pattern, what is estimated, scientifically calculated syllabus pattern of paper 1, 2, 3 and 4, the possibility of notification, conduction of examination, preparation, roadmap या strategy for future, how you will tackle this exam. आप किस तरीके से इस एग्ज़ाम को टैकल करोगे, क्या आपका रोड मैप होगा, कैसे आपको तैयारी करनी है, क्या रिसोर्स मटेरियल हैं, क्या हमारा प्रोग्राम है प्लूटस आईएएस का विद रेस्पेक्ट टू क्वालिफाइंग दिस वेरी अपॉर्चुनिस्टिक एग्ज़ाम. बिकॉज जब भी कभी चेंजमेंट होता है तो प्रोबेबली जो वेटरन हैं या जो एक्सपीरियंस होल्डर हैं, जो फ्रेशर्स हैं, वो लगभग सेम लेवल पर आ जाते हैं। बिकॉज जो एक्सपीरियंस होल्डर हैं वो भी कई बार फ्रेशर्स की तरह ही फेस करते हैं दिस एग्जामिनेशन को। बिकॉज पहले वाला प्रोबेबली उनका जो ऑप्शनल में डेप्थ एक्सपीरियंस या एक्सप्लोरेशन था वो उतना नहीं है। ठीक है, अब देखिए वी आर मूविंग टूवर्ड्स रीजन्स कि ऐसा क्यों किया, वाई। सो नंबर वन, that government want better or more capable officers. Government want better and more capable officers who can deliver very efficient or excellent services within the state. So reason for it to change modification from 4 to 6 paper is mainly, number one, to test the candidate more properly. Your argument might be कि क्या पहले टेस्ट कैंडिडेट अच्छे से नहीं होते थे? In previous pattern, generally the weightage of GS was not very high. Some of the students find optional paper more suitable, more scoring, they generally qualify. Further, this pattern created a difference between different stream, yeah, different kind of student. Some of them feel more privileged, some of them feel more disadvantaged. To test candidate properly, especially with respect to exact requirement, because time is changing. If exam remains same, pattern remains same, syllabus remains same, then services, the candidate suitability might be obsolete, might not be exactly what is the ground requirement of these officers. तो इन ऑफिसर्स की क्या कुछ ग्राउंड रिक्वायरमेंट है वो शायद इफेक्टिवली डिलीवर नहीं होगी। दूसरा मेन पर्पस, टू रिमूव एनी काइंड ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, remove discrimination. Generally optional paper provide some add and advantage to some of the student. Yes, some of the optional paper are more lucrative in the market. They have better resources, they have better scoring trend. Yeah, especially student who did PhD, yeah, research scholars, yeah, spended very long time in particular optional paper. So optional paper used to carry very high marks, means entirely merit, mainly depend on optional rather than GS. You need to score in GS as well, but optional is major role player here in deciding the ranking. So no student should face any kind of discrimination. That's why government brought this change. Further, to improve the quality of officers, improve overall quality of officers. Now how quality will be improved if we will remove the optional and add 2 more GS papers? So probably within administrative, think about it, what is required? Polity, geography, economy, ethics, integrity, yeah, environment, science and technology, administration, governance, या IR, यही कुछ subject generally requirement होता है. There is no such specific requirement of mathematics in detail, various technical subject in detail. There is no such in-depth analysis of philosophy, literature paper, optional paper, etc., etc. So unnecessarily, a student generally do very rigorous effort, put very hard work, and there is very less relevancy in the examination of these optional paper. So probably this is because government want better officers, qualitative officers. Further, to make this exam, to make HCS exam more serious, now if there will be more GS paper, so definitely the pattern likely to be very serious. Yeah, exam will become more serious. There will be little bit stronger competition because most of the student here likely to be on same level. There is no such discrimination. Further, it is, you know, indicating the seriousness of the government that for selecting high level officers, the government is very serious. Now, I hope some of the, questions has been resolved in your mind why government brought this change to the system. Further, we are exploring about SCS examination. So this SCS exam is generally conducted by Haryana Public Service Commission, HPSC, Haryana Public Service Commission, just like different other state public service commission or UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, there is also Haryana State Public Service Commission, which conduct this examination. Now, this examination conducted especially the objective, what is this objective of government, is to recruit grade A and B level officers for its various services requirement, your delivery requirement for governance purpose, for administrative purpose, for revenue purpose, yeah, for different other kind of services, it need to recruit. And for that purpose, this Haryana State Public Service Commission body conduct this examination and select the candidate and government hire them. Now, coming to some of the top posts, what kind of post are being followed here. So कौन सी कुछ post यहाँ पर follow की जा रही हैं. The very first post is Haryana Civil Service Executive Executive Branch SCS. One of the top post that you also called as SDM. Then Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP. Another priority for the student. Then Tehsildar. Yeah, this is grade A level. Also one of the lucrative services within the state. Then ETO, Excise and Taxation Officer. Along with it, there is Assistant Excise and Taxation Officer, AETO. Similarly, there is also jobs like Block Development and Panchayat Officer. Yeah, there are various other services as well. तो इसमें बहुत सारी services हैं. Now we are moving towards eligibility criteria. What are key eligibilities? So if we talk about the age, then it is 21 years to 42 years for general category. Generally, most of the services for DSP, Deputy Superintendent of Police, this is from 21 years to 27 years, because it is the actual requirement of this job. More young officers generally required, because they need to deal with different kind of public issues, public security related matters. So definitely they likely to be more active than some of other bureaucrats who generally sit ideal, does not require so much activeness. Okay. Further, this is for general. For OBC, SC, ST, you can add on near about 5 years around. Further, for Divyang, you can add on 10 years. For widow, unmarried woman, you can add 3 years. Okay. For some of the ex-officers, then there is a different criteria, means there whatever is the age, actual age, minus what is the service age, plus 3, some kind of this system is followed. Second eligibility criteria is your education. So related to education, you need only graduation from any recognized university by UGC. So this is your eligibility criteria. I hope so far everything is clear to you. Now we are moving ahead with respect to exam pattern. So in exam pattern, you have here prelims, mains, and then interview. Within prelims, you have 2 test papers, GS, then you have CSAT. GS comprise of all GS general study subjects like history, polity, geography, economy, environment, science and tech, current affair, and IR. These are the subjects which comes under your GS. It is of 100 marks, 2 hours. It is generally for only qualifying in nature, so only 33% marks you need to get to qualify this. Prelims is screening only GS. GS में ही सिर्फ screening होता है. Some of the questions also come from state GK, Haryana GK. Now mains में, you come to main. Here there are 2 language paper now. Although language remains same earlier as well as at present, English language, Hindi language. Both are of 100 marks. Now as per new pattern, in erstwhile pattern there were 1 GS paper and another optional paper, each 200 marks. यहाँ पर क्या होगा, GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4. Each with 100 marks. Each with 100 marks. So this grand total is 600 marks. Now coming towards the syllabus. What is expected syllabus? syllabus of GS papers. So probably, although notification has not released, but notification of some of other services by this Haryana State Public Service Commission has released just 2 days before. So the notification likely to be released in next few weeks only, mainly within Jan or Feb. Notification will be released by Haryana Public Service Commission, and within notification, when notification will be out, then they will determine what is exact syllabus. Yet यहाँ पर अगर हम देखें GS paper 1, so GS paper 1 likely to be consist of your history, geography, and state GK mainly. Now if notification has not released, how I can claim that this kind of syllabus likely to be there? This is based on some rational analysis. This is based on some scientific interpretation या understanding. Suppose what is the pattern of UPSC? What is the pattern of UP, UK, Rajasthan, MP? The states which have changed their syllabus, changed their exam pattern, what they are following? Do you think that Haryana will follow something new? क्या हरियाणा मतलब इंडिया से बाहर से कोई नया आइडिया लेकर के आएगा एग्जाम पैटर्न में? ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होने वाला है. They will not follow US exam or they will not follow UK exam pattern for civil services. Rather, they will follow very much UPSC exam pattern or very much some of leading state who already did change, who already changed their exam pattern. तो उन्होंने भी वही किया, ये भी वही करेंगे. तो प्रोबेबली आप लगभग 95% ये मान करके रखिए. Whatever I am explaining, the pattern likely to be same. Although final decision is on State Public Service Commission, they can change, but there are very poor chances. Why poor chances? Because generally they will not remove the syllabus, rather they will little bit add syllabus of other subjects. So already we have history, polity, geography, economy, current affair, IR, governance, internal security, ठीक है, या environment, कुछ इस तरीके के इशूज हमारे पास पहले से ही हैं, पहले से ही ये सारे सब्जेक्ट हैं, तो इधर भी वैसा ही सब्जेक्ट होगा. तो डोंट वरी अबाउट इट कि कुछ हेवन से लेकर के आने वाले हैं नया सिलेबस पैटर्न, नया एग्जाम पैटर्न. सो इट विल रिमेन द सेम, नियर अबाउट सेम. ओके, नाउ GS पेपर 2, वही पॉलिटी, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, governance, IR, this likely to be remain. GS paper 3, again वही economy main plus some of your environment, science and tech. GS paper 4, there are very high chances that they will also add ethics and integrity. So this will be your pattern. But at present, what you can do? At present, you can prefer, generally you can prepare this history, geography, state GK, you can prepare polity, governance, economy, environment, science and tech. They always remain static. For month of Jan or Feb, you can keep this ethics integrity on hold, because it is quite one of the easiest subject, can be prepared in very short time period with more score. Yeah, with more excellency. So this likely to be your exam pattern for the future. And again, the interview carry 75 marks, the same as it was earlier. Now, how you need to prepare for it? You need to, resources that you can follow for it. So resources mainly, you need to follow some of the NCERTs, plus class notes, yeah, institute material, here Plutus is providing very updated material with respect to examination. Then if you want, then you can follow a standard book. Otherwise, I provide within the class handout. These are more than sufficient. Consist of almost very detailed information about each and every topic. Further, for precise notes, you can follow the class notes. Here, standard book, you can also follow the institute material, because whatever is written, mentioned within the standard book, all these topics are already covered within the institute material, so that you can follow. Currently, we are proceeding with the classes. Our new batch likely to be launched respectively from 12th of Jan, 18th of Jan, and probably next in Feb and March, we will also launch at least 1 to 2 batches. So you can take the demo classes, you can, enroll for ensuring your selection. Now, what we will cover यहाँ पर classes वगैरह में. So classes generally 1000 plus hours. We will teach you 1000 plus hours generally we will devote on these subjects. Further, along with it, we will also provide you test series. This test series comprise of generally 65 prelims test plus 24 mains test. This comprise of generally 6500 plus questions for the prelims. This comprise of 480 plus questions for the mains. For along with it, mentorship. If you want, you can also enroll for Sankalp Sarathi. In which one-to-one mentorship is provided. Daily answer writing. Along with the study material. Means here, not only we will provide class handout, but we will also provide several books, at least one book for each subject. Which is highly relevant to qualify this examination. So I hope most of your doubts, queries has been addressed properly. If there is anything, let us know, leave it in the comment, and we hope for your excellent journey. This change along with 2026 new year, not only change in examination but it will also prove there is change in overall life of several students. So hope for the best. Thank you very much for attending this session. See you in next session. with the associated information.